as always, it's time for a not to be skipped. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. is no more in the National Football League. He has officially retired, as you well know, and as I unfortunately know, and I'm here to tell you, I just can't get used to it. I can't wrap my head around it. I get it, but I don't get it. I'm sorry, but yeah, family, yeah, health. He's 100% healthy. He just played arguably the best season he's ever played, albeit at 44 years of age. As my wife Ernestine continues to hound me and tell me, well, wait a second, don't blame it on the family. Don't make them the scapegoats as if they yanked Tom away from football. He always did whatever he wants to do. It's got to be on him. I don't get it. I don't think he's going to be happy, but that's me, and I'm 10 million miles away from the brain of Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. So whatever's in his brain, I can't fathom. Whatever he just decided to do, I'm all in for. I just believe that it's a waste that he won't be playing football next year, because I just believe he'd go win an 8th Super Bowl or a 9th or a 10th. I thought he was going to play until he's 50. And yet, I must admit to you, I am hugely relieved that it's finally over. I told you on last week's podcast, for me, it started a week ago Tuesday. It was actually that Monday night before, when a very good source of mine, high-placed Tampa Bay Buccaneers source, told me that out of the blue, in a text message, we will be pleasantly surprised if Tom plays next year. You what? We didn't hear a peep about this all year. There was no farewell tour. You'd be pleasantly surprised? I texted back, and my source texted right back, no, scratch that. We'd be pleasantly shocked. Where did that come from? Why? Cryptic, I don't know. No, that's all I can tell you. This is way off the record. Don't wreck it for him, because he wants to control the narrative. He wants to announce it when he announces it, and make it his story as opposed to the media's story. So the rest of the week passed, and we got to Saturday. And would you believe Saturday was going to be my first real off day in 6 months? And I know it's hard to fathom this, but football/NBA season is hard on me. As much as I live for this and love it, I feel like I'm responsible for watching every game that's ever played. So for me, it was blissful to think that my wife Ernestine and I and our daughter Hazel, our little 5-year-old Maltese, we were going to get a day to ourselves with no games. No more college football, obviously. No more NFL on Saturday football. I was going to have a wall-to-wall 24 hours off. We did watch the Lakers at Charlotte on Friday night, but Saturday was Valhalla for us. We had circled the date. First time in 6 months we could, I don't know, go for a walk, go for a drive, go out to lunch. Pandemic's still here, got to sit outside, but we were going to do all of the above. So I get on the treadmill. This is late. I slept till 10 o'clock. I get up at 2 a.m. every morning out here on the West Coast to get ready for Undisputed. Take a nap in the afternoon, but I'm always up on the dot 2 a.m. So by Friday night, I'm fading fast. Saturday, thank God, I'm able to sleep straight through to 10. Wake up refreshed. I'm a new man. I get on the treadmill at 11-ish. I'm looking for something to watch, because usually it's sports, and I don't have any sports. I start watching the old cowboy movie. You probably don't even know this one, from the late 70s, North Dallas 40. I'm actually working on a screenplay, a sports movie of my own. It's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be one of those gritty sports stories that has never been told to me, real behind the scenes. I'll share more of it with you future podcasts, but like a graphic novel come to life as a sports story. So I'm watching North Dallas 40 just to think, man, this is kind of cheesy. This is kind of silly. How did they do this? How did they choose to do that? And all of a sudden, my wife ducks her head around the corner to the treadmill area, and she says, your buddy just retired. My, what? She said sarcastically. I finish. I get off. Scouring the internet. ESPN's broken the story. Adam Schefter, Jeff Darlington, high regard for both. That's it. He's planning to retire. Tom Brady is going to retire. Not that he had retired, so she wasn't sure if it came from Tom. She just really had casually looked at the headlines, but I knew I was in for it. And for the next 3 hours, I'm all over it. I look at Twitter, I'm trending #1 in the United States because everybody thinks I'm going to jump out the window. And I thought about it for a minute, and then I tweeted. I always tell you, I tweet is my great escape during games. It's my anger management program, is just tweet. I hope you enjoyed that video. You ready for more? Make sure you click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from the Skip Bayless Show. And don't forget to check out the full episode of the show wherever you get your podcasts by clicking the link in the description.